This is my breakdown video of my full transcription and performance video, which you can listen to on my channel. The piece is in D minor at 1/3 BPM and basically consists of 5 parts: intro, pre-chorus, chorus, verse and bridge. So the intro uses a chord progression played with a preset in Mass Effects called Beyond Jupiter. The chords are D minor, C major, D minor, A minor, D minor, C major at 9, G minor 7 at 9, and A minor 7. The whole thing is accompanied by the bass, which later also plays the main role in the chorus. As you can see, there are a lot of automations here, but we'll talk about that later. For the intro, the bass only has a simple volume automation, a lot of reverb as an insert, and a very narrow EQ that cuts off the top end and most of the low end. In the pre-chorus, a second brighter pad is added to the first one. Here I used the synth Utopia with the preset Jupiter Rising. Both pads run through a group channel called pads, and the overall volume also increases, which adds to the build-up. The chords are D minor 7, C major at 9, A minor 7 at 11, C major at 9, D minor, C major at 9, G minor 7 at 9, and A minor 7. These chords are also rhythmically accented by the pattern of the Utopia synth preset pluckers. Basically, it just plays the same chords as the 2 other pads. Now we come to the most recognizable part of the song. The drums in this track are very simple and there's almost no variation. We basically have a simple kick, snare, and several hi-hats, both open and close. And they run pretty much straight through the whole section. There are probably many ways to recreate this squeaky bass sound. After trying different approaches, I decided to solve it mainly through the filter resonance. The sound for the main bass is a custom Massive X preset, which you can download on my website. But you can also rebuild it together with me. Open a new instance of Massive X, go to Browse, type init, load the init preset, and remove all mappings. Now set the pitch to -12. Set Oscillator 1 pitch to -12. Turn Oscillator 1 completely to the right to square. Set Oscillator 2 to saw and detune it slightly. Select Blue Monarch. Set it to BP. Assign macro 3 to the cutoff. Now you can automate it. Assign macro 4 to the resonance. Set it slightly higher than about 9 o'clock. And set the max value to around 3 o'clock. Macro 7 and 8 are mapped to the amp envelopes attack and release, because those values change frequently throughout the song. In the effect section, choose distortion, set it to hard clip. Assign macro 10 to mix and drive and turn the maximum value all the way up. assign macro 9 to feedback. This later creates the characteristic whistling sound in the bass line. It's always helpful if you rename it. The multiband compressor is also activated, as well as the stereo expander and the dimension expander for more width. The real fun starts when recreating the overtones, which come from the different automation settings of the macros. Depending on the filter position, resonance and feedback, the sound changes completely. In the channel strip there's also an additional distortion insert, trash. And a low cut at 90 Hz. There's also a custom preset called Blackpink sub bass. So for mixing it was much easier to add a second instance for the sub bass, which is responsible for the low end. This one sidechains the low end of the main bass using curves resolve. Both basses are then sidechained to the kick in the bass group channel as usual. The verse uses a simple 808 bass sound. It's the Massive X preset called Clutch. On top of that, a preset from Utopia synth called Rushing Arrow plays a simple D minor chord in quarter notes. Because I increased the attack and turned the release all the way down, it sounds a little bit like a reverse sound. In the channel strip there is also a phaser, a filter, and an additional EQ to recreate the sound of the original. In the second half of the verse, piano and a synth pad are added. They play the chords D minor, C major, G major, B major and C major. All with D in the bass, so all chords are played over a D pedal. Now we've covered all the parts in the song except the bridge. For the guitar sound I used Native Instruments Strummed Acoustic 2 and Acoustic Sunburst Deluxe. What you see down here in the C1 area are the key switches of the guitar, which switch between the patterns. The chords are B major 7, C major at 9, F major at 9, D minor with C in the bass. Then the first 4 bar repeat again. In bar 9 we have B major 7, C major at 9, F major at 9, but this time with A in the bass. Then again B major 7, B major 7, F major at 9 with A in the bass. And finally B major 7. And that's it. If you still have questions, write them down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.